Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Wednesday, December 17th, 2025. Let's take a look at the Ethereum on Zondacrypto. This is the daily time frame chart of the Ethereum quarter to USDC. Japanese candlesticks, as you can see, are present on this chart. Let's now focus on this part of the chart. Our major swing down starts here. Maybe I will play some some line here as well. After this bearish engulfing pattern, so this is a major technical resistance, bearish engulfing pattern, and the slight lower down towards 2620, and this is our technical support. We are going to focus on this part of the chart. We can see doji candlestick confirmation, extension, and the movement to the downside. And just recently bears managed to hit the local trend line, and they are about to test it because it looks like this bearish pressure is quite strong. So sooner or later we should see the some sort of the test and then possible breakout of this trend line, the blue trend line. Then the next target would be 2722, and ultimately this November 21st low at 2620 might be hit and tested, maybe even violated, broken as well. The market is under the bearish pressure, and you can see clearly that this movement here to the upside was made in 3 waves only. So maybe something like this was done. If not, then the next best Elliott wave count would be some sort of the complex wave correction, like connector wave X, then A, B, and possibly C to the upside. So that in that situation, this correction would be even more complex and time consuming. So let me just place it on the chart. So what I mean is this kind of a correction. So that would be A, B, C to the upside, very short wave X, A, B, and possibly C somewhere there with this large irregular flat coming rather towards 3428 sooner or later. Nevertheless, the first one might be quite correct. We are going to stick with the ABC count. Yeah, this is the ABC corrective movement to the upside, and after completion of this ABC correction, the market started to move lower on the one green candle here. So it looks like the market is, as you can see, under the bearish pressure. Some people here can see the bearish flag pattern. Yeah, so that swing to the downside would be the bearish pole. This would be some sort of the bearish flag pattern itself, and then because it's bearish, so the expected breakout is to the down side. Now, what else? RSI situation is quite poor as well, because just recently we hit the level of 40 on this chart, and we broke below this short-term, let's say this is some kind of a short-term trend line on the RSI. The bulls managed to break above the level of 50. They went as high as 59 points, almost 60, and then very brutally and aggressively reversed lower. So there is still room to the downside here before we will hit the extremely oversold conditions. There's of course room to the downside here if we break below the trend line. Let me just change the color of this trend line, okay, for black. If we break below the trend line, the next target is obviously here, but it doesn't mean that this movement to the downside will stop there on the low of 2620. This level might be violated if the pressure will be strong enough. What we are looking for here is some sort of this kind of a bearish candle with long lower shadow, right? Some sort of the hammer candle, maybe some sort of the bullish engulfing if we get towards this level, if we ever get towards this level. If we do, then obviously we are looking for this bullish setups, bullish signs of a possible deep buying. If there is no such a thing here on this level, then most likely this level will be violated, and then in that situation, let me go to the weekly. So and the next in that situation, the next level eventually is located here at $2,000, 2000 USDC. So in that situation, there is plenty of room to the downside. On the weekly time frame chart, you can see that we went from the extremely oversold to the extremely overbought, and now we are coming down towards the extremely oversold conditions. There's plenty of room to the downside here if bulls will not cooperate, let me say, with the market. So if they will not push the prices higher, we would likely see breakout below the trend line on the daily time frame chart and the test of the November 21st lows. Possible breakout is included in that setup as well. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.